Hi, everybody. Welcome back to Milk and Honeys. It's been a while since we've been in here.
It really has been. We've survived many different things.
We did. I'm sorry, I keep like picking out. I'm itching because I have a bite on my leg. So I keep picking at it.
A love bite?
I'm getting, love bite got me. I'm getting nervous because we're about to talk about love. And so I start picking at things.
You start getting hives.
So I'm getting hives. Yes, welcome back. And we took a week off because Vanessa and I, if you have not been following us on social media, things have been pretty crazy for us lately in all the best kind of ways.
Yes.
Man, we are a little bit exhausted.
Yes. But in, like you said, the best way possible. We were just talking to, Mark in there, and we are like, is this what like growing pains feels like? It's like, yes, for success it is. Yes, there's lots of things happening. We're very busy. These are all things we've been manifesting and they're coming to fruition, and it's a whirlwind. It is. But in the best way possible.
It is. It really is. And so case in point, we just got back last night. It's funny, this episode is going up tonight instead of normally this morning because we didn't get back from the Bay until late last night.
Yes.
Because we had a really exciting, exhausting, eventful Super Bowl weekend.
We did. I was like looking over all of our pieces of content that we got for the last 3 days at this I'm sorry. I'm like, my brain is like
Celebration of
Champions is the event that we were at. It was held in Alameda, California. It was at the Gold Bar Whiskey hangar, and it was just literally looking over everything. We went full force, and we have some amazing interviews from so many great artists, from DJs, the people who put on the I was going to say charity event, who put on the event for Super Bowl. And it was an incredible thing. And I'm so proud of us. We killed it this weekend. We may be skeletons right now, but we killed it. And, we can't wait to continue to share all the content on our socials if you don't follow, which you should.
Well, we should have done next time, though. So we went. So for those who don't know, Vanessa's from the Bay. She's a Bay girl.
I am.
And I realized Bay girls are like a vibe, most of them. We definitely had a run-in with some not very vibey Bay girls. And I don't know if this will ever make it to them. But if it does, you suck. Okay.
Yes. I feel like Kayla and our friend Mariah, who did our hair every single day for the event, which was amazing.
Yeah, shout out to Mariah.
I mean, Mariah Hair, she killed it as well. And she was there helping us take content as well. So it's just, yes, we have to bring her on to, honestly,
she hijacked the entire show, and that's fine with me.
Yes.
She's the funniest person we've ever met.
Yes. You guys will definitely get to meet her very soon for sure. And I think that the two of them got to experience every piece, like every different type of energy that the Bay brings.
Yes.
There's a lot of spice. Sometimes it may come off aggressive, sometimes very intense. You experienced all of the things.
I experienced all of the things. But we actually drove there. Vanessa was kind enough to pack us up in her car with her two cats, Romy and Michelle, and drive the five and a half hours there. We didn't even leave until super late on last Wednesday night. So we didn't even get into like 1 or 2.
Yes.
I didn't help drive at all. I was trying to fight, because I kept trying to, I didn't want to fall asleep because that's so rude to do that when you're the passenger and someone else is driving. And a couple of times I think she was talking to me and I was just like, eyes closed for like a 10-second nap here and there.
I know. One time I was listening to, it's crazy. I love listening to true crime. I always listen to music, and I change up the music every like 15, 20 minutes. Cause I think I almost get on autopilot.
Yeah.
So I have to change up the vibe of the music. But then sometimes I will switch to a true crime podcast, which honestly, shout out to Kimberlea. I don't know her last name, but she has a true crime podcast, and I listen to it on Spotify, and it gets me through a lot of things in life.
Clearly, it soothes me enough to fall asleep.
Exactly.
I'm like, this is peaceful. It's like a lullaby.
I remember saying like, oh my God, that's crazy. And I look over because I was like, and I almost was gonna be like, hey, like really mean. I was like, no, it's fine. We were, scrambling, trying to get to the Bay already. And so I was like, I was doing okay. If I was falling asleep though, I would have been like, hey.
Well, luckily one of her cats, Michelle, for some reason, just like the last hour just not having it.
Yeah.
And so you just heard every 5 seconds, meow, meow. I'm like, if anything's gonna keep Vanessa awake, it's that cat.
It's my cat. Yep. Michelle. Romy is like under the seat, and you don't hear her at all, like ever. Michelle, she goes into these like meow spells on the car ride, but they really are great cats.
They are.
They really are great cats to travel with. I let them just roam around the car because it's their space, it's their car. And so, yeah, luckily when Kayla was sleeping, Michelle was meowing. So
because
I didn't fall asleep.
I think it does say a lot about like our relationship and friendship, because I think it's a test. Like I've gone on road trips with like significant others, and by the end of it, I'm like, I want to break up with you.
Yes.
Or like with friends, where I'm like, I don't want to, you know. So I think we did pretty well. I think as road trip, our first long road trip.
I think we did. Even, you know, staying at my mom's house.
Yeah, we stayed at her mom's house for 6 nights, by the way.
Right, which I just didn't, I guess I didn't expect that it was going to be that long, but it was. We planned it that way.
Bless you. Bless you. It's the cats.
Oh my gosh, we're talking about the cats and here we are. Like none of us wanted to leave, which was just so funny. I know my mom didn't even want us to leave. And usually, you know, she's probably like, okay, get out.
No, she like woke up. She made us breakfast every single morning. Asked us how we wanted our eggs, which was so sweet.
Yep.
Yeah, we just hung out. And then that night we'd go to the event. We'd all celebrate a little bit afterwards, although we were very like good. Vanessa and I all, because we love to go out and have a good time. But I think we proved to ourselves that we know how to separate the two, because we kept it like pretty cute and professional.
Yes.
Until all the work was done.
Yeah.
Then that was a whole nother story.
Super Bowl Sunday.
I'm still seeing, you know, cross-eyed from Super Bowl Sunday.
Yeah, I think it was myself, Kayla, our friend and hairstylist Mariah, and then my boyfriend and our boss this weekend.
Yes.
Ozzy Martinez, and he was the event producer for the Celebration of Champions event. Yes. So I think all of us on Super Bowl Sunday were like, okay, now we can relax.
We like turned into a bunch of like drunk toddlers.
Yes.
Just like,
my mom said the next morning the house smelled like alcohol because we probably were all just freaking
it out. I can't. Oh my God, bless your heart. Because what do you think your favorite part of the whole weekend was? And again, all of this footage and stuff is on our social media if you want to go check it out.
Yes. I think my favorite part, honestly, was just being able to realize that I can share space with my friends who we party with, but we also know when it's time to work. And same with my boyfriend, you know, is like, I understand his work ethic. I understand when he's very serious. It has nothing to do with me, even though I think a lot of relationships probably struggle from that because he is very different when it comes to his job. He takes it very seriously. So I've always tried to understand that, just as if I was on set, then yes, like this is a serious thing. Like don't try and like make jokes with me that much, you know? So I definitely think just the respect level of knowing when it's time to work and when it's time to kind of like have some fun. We all as a collective group just knew when to do that. And that's really cool.
Yeah.
But also interviewing Ty Dolla $ign was really fun and super, you know, we didn't know if we were going to be able to interview certain people. It's kind of on the fly. It depends on how they're feeling. It depends on how much time there is. It depends if they get their own time or not. So that was kind of anxiety driven, but I think we both did really well with that. What about you?
I think so too. I mean, all the things you said, but yeah, I mean, the artists. I mean, we were literally on stage with 50 Cent. Like, the 50 Cent, okay, which is absolutely insane to me. Like, I think both of our careers have allowed us to kind of be put in a lot of really cool situations with really like, you know, big people with a lot of notoriety and fame or whatever. But there was something about being on stage with him, especially after this last year with the Diddy documentary and his really cool Super Bowl commercial.
And if you haven't seen it, please go watch it.
It's one of the best
very
commercials
funny
ever. It's just like, wow, this just feels like a element of like, oh wow, we're really like Milk and Honeys is really like making it. And like people, we met so many really cool people in the business, DJs who now know who we are as a unit, you know, as a podcast. So I think we definitely grew up a few notches after this weekend.
Absolutely. I do have to say though, one of the best highlights for me, which I almost forgot because it was night one, is being on stage after everything's closed, everyone's kind of filtering out, obviously we have to stay because Ozzy has to make sure, all the logistics are fine and good to go for us to leave. And all of a sudden I'm like, where's Kayla? I couldn't find her for a second. And I turn around and Kayla is getting a huge diamond necklace put on her.
I got chained.
OT
it's
Genesis.
Like getting laid, but I got chained.
With which his necklace said Genesis on it, which is hilarious. And I had no idea who he was at first. It was late. We had, it was like, but then Kayla, I just love Kayla so much because the reason why he put it on her is because she made a joke and was like, is this real? And he's like, yeah, it is. Let me put it on you. It's real. Feel it. It's heavy. And just seeing her put on the necklace and be like, okay, well, I guess.
I didn't want it at all. I didn't want it on me at all. I still don't know if it's real or fake. I don't know.
I don't know. And just to see his friends like standing in the corner, kind of like laughing a little bit.
Like this guy.
Like, oh God, here he goes again. Putting his chain on another girl. Like, that was really fun.
And OT Genesis, if you're watching this, you're great. You're hilarious. You're a good time.
He was so fun.
No shade to your chain. I know it's real.
Yes.
Probably.
Yes.
You could just send it to me. And then we'll go from there. I'll go to the pawn shop and ask them.
I told him, I said, because he also put it on me to prove to me that it was real as well. And I just told him, I was like, so if I like run off stage right now, are you going to like chase me because it's that real? Or if it's not that real, like, are you going to let me like.
Exactly. It'd be a good little test.
But yeah, so that was really fun. That was just like a fun,
it was a
random fun.
At the end of the
moment.
night, we thought the night was over, and it surely was not because yes, that definitely one of the most entertaining. So anyway,
exactly.
If we sound a little unhinged today, this is kind of why. So just mind your business. Let's do your thing. And let's talk about love.
Yes.
L is for the way you look at me. I almost got sued for licensing.
Oh, I don't know the rest
of the
song.
It's the only one I see.
Oh, yeah.
V is very, very extraordinary. And E is every.
I don't know. I already admitted I don't know.
Adore and love.
Something about love.
Mark, what's E?
Mark has known every answer that we've asked him
anything.
37 episodes except for this one.
Well, yes, it is obviously Valentine's Day weekend. So we thought we needed to have a little Valentine's Day episode.
Yes.
Now, one of us is in a committed relationship. The other one, me, is free range. I will be eating chocolate horizontally on my couch this weekend. Or me and Vanessa will talk about, we might go on a little date too, depending on how we're feeling or what else we have planned. But
yes.
Because you're not going to be, your man is obviously back in Vegas with a lot of responsibilities now.
Yes,
and
absolutely.
As always. And so we might just be here local.
Yeah. We're going to go see Wuthering Heights.
Go see Wuthering Heights.
We're very excited about that.
So next week we'll talk about that movie.
Yes.
It's already getting really good reviews, so I'm excited to see it. Margot Robbie and Jacob Elordi.
Yes.
You
said it right.
Okay. I always say Elordi. I always say it wrong.
No, you said it. You said it right.
So very excited about that. But yeah, we're going to get into the most polarizing holiday that exists, which is
oh my gosh,
Valentine's Day.
Sorry, that was like a big eye roll.
Yeah.
If you're not watching, I just did a big eye roll.
Oh, okay.
Valentine's Day is just,
it's just
a funny thing to me, but we'll get into it.
Yeah, we're going to go through. So basically we're going to go through a bunch of just questions back and forth with each other, and you can answer them as we're answering them to kind of see how you feel about this holiday.
Yes.
So we're just going to start out with some rapid fire back and forth between you and I.
I love
what
that.
What do you think?
I'm here for it.
All right, I'm going to kick it off. Do you like Valentine's Day or does it stress you out?
In past relationships, it has stressed me out. In this one, I could care less.
Yeah.
We both could care less, which is really lovely.
Well, I'm not in a relationship, so I think it's different for me. Like, I don't care. Like, I've always been the kind of person, like, whether it's Valentine's Day or not, who loves going to a fancy restaurant by myself, getting the nice table, ordering $200 worth of food and wine, and then leaving and not worrying about, like, looking like a lonely, sad sack, because I really enjoy it.
Yes. But I also don't think that like it's sad if you decided to take yourself out as a single woman, because the reason why you're single is because the other ones have not worked out. So this is a beautiful thing that you get to. So for all the single people out there who are choosing to be single on a holiday like this, it's actually kudos to you, and I applaud you because you're choosing to be single instead of being with somebody who's weighing you down.
Yeah. I mean, even if you're not choosing it, maybe if it was like, the opposite side where like you don't want to be single, you don't want to be without your partner because of a breakup. I mean, I still think it's good to put on like a nice dress, put yourself together and go to a restaurant and then do this. Ready? All right, get to the restaurant. and sit down, look a little sad. Look a little sad. Say that you're waiting for your significant other. They never come. You just get sadder and sadder. Keep looking at your phone. The waiter keeps coming by. Oh, give me 5 more minutes. They're on the way. They're on the way. Then they come and they're like, oh, they're not coming. They're going to feel so bad for you. Your meal's free.
Exactly. So what a great idea.
So let's all get free Valentine's Day dinners and wines this week.
You know what? I'm all for that. I've never done that, but that probably you've done it. Kayla's done it and she knows it works. It is a bulletproof plan, okay?
Free dinner and wine.
Do you feel pressure around it or not?
I think the older I get, feeling, because I feel like I'm single way more than I'm not.
Right.
So I think for me, I mean, I was with somebody last Valentine's Day. I don't know if I was the one before. But I think the pressure that surrounds it's like the pressure for me is like people like wondering, oh, why is she still single at my age on Valentine's Day? I think that sometimes I get a little nervous, you know? Or if I was going to go out to a restaurant by myself, I'm posting like my single girl dinner. I think I feel pressure of like even my family and friends being like I even had a friend who I haven't talked to in a long time message me the other day. She's like, hey, are you and that guy still together? And I was like, no, we broke up several months back. She goes, oh, you really don't want to be married, do you? And I was like, that's not true. I just don't.
That's also not fair.
I just don't want to rush it. Like I'm just like, when it happens, it happens.
Yeah. I'm sorry, but like I hate that question. You know, it's just timeline is for everyone who, as an individual. It doesn't matter how old you are or what. I mean, I know somebody who just turned 65 and they just asked their partner to marry them. You know what I mean? It just, the time doesn't matter. So I think that's a very old school way of thinking is, oh, you're not married yet and you're in your 30s, you're in your mid 30s. Like, you know what? Respectfully, F off. Because like, it doesn't matter. And honestly, you may be married and have kids, but you probably hate your life. Well, not all of it, not everyone, but I know a lot of people
who got married when they were 18 at a high school. A lot of my friends did, and now they're like, we're 18 years later now, and they're miserable or on their second or third marriage or whatever.
That's what I was gonna say, or they've been divorced. Yeah, you know, it's like I do look back at people's weddings 10 years ago, and I look back and I'm like, oh, divorced.
Like,
doesn't even like the same sex anymore. You know what I mean? Like everyone's changing and that's okay. Yeah. That's what we're supposed to do in this world is like figure out who we are as people. So
for sure.
Yeah. So I love that you're not married in a relationship that you don't like. Let me just put it that way.
Good. me too. I've been in a relationship I didn't like before.
Exactly.
And I don't want to do that. Like, I'm very happily single. I'm not just saying that as someone who just says it to like, I love my life right now. You know, I feel like I'm getting to do a lot of things I haven't been able to do in a relationship. So I have this freedom and like, I'm still trying to figure out my life. And I don't want to do that. I feel like I'm being like, you know, pulled down by somebody who doesn't appreciate what it is I'm trying to do for my own life.
Exactly. And you will find somebody who doesn't feel like they're pulling you down. But the second you find somebody that feels like, oh, I feel support, I feel elevation, I feel lifted, I feel all these things, then you're going to say, oh, this is a no-brainer. Yeah, I do want to spend more time with you and like figure out like what this is.
No, for sure.
But yeah, so take your time, peeps.
Take your time. There's no rush.
There's no rush. But like, I don't know. I feel like you are a planner versus just like a go with the flow partner, just like the way that you operate. I mean, what do you think in this case? Would you be a complete like planner or?
I think I'm still a planner. I always caught myself like, because that's how I am with everything. And I feel like I would catch myself like wanting my partner to finally plan, but then I get mad at them. It's almost like I need to always be the planner and they just have to go along with it. I always picked out the restaurants. I always picked out the trips. And it was just like, not because they didn't want to. I think they were scared to. Because if they did it and they did it wrong, I'd be like, what's wrong with you? Why are you so fucking stupid?
Yeah.
You know?
Why? Not that this is bad, but you know, in some cases, like why are we at Denny's on Valentine's Day?
I mean,
but I don't know.
Unless it's Waffle House. I down for Waffle House on Valentine's Day.
And who knows? Maybe Denny's does like heart pancakes or something cute.
But so it's like be creative because I feel like I always go out of my way. So I think I am more of a planner in a relationship. But it is nice sometimes to have someone do a really good job planning so I don't have to.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm not
You're not a planner.
I am not the planner. And I am so grateful and blessed that I have a man who loves to plan. So
we all went to Japan for the third time, right? For his birthday, he planned it.
And he planned it. Like I just go, I just know that we're staying at the same hotel and we are doing certain things, but like, that's it. Yeah. I'm definitely not a planner, but.
Do you remember the best Valentine's Day you ever had?
The best Valentine's Day? Oh man. It has to be like a Galentine's.
Okay. That's fair.
That is the best. Like I said, like me, I mean, I've been in a relationship for 3 years at this point. We have maybe celebrated Valentine's Day. I don't know if we have. Like I said, we're both in the same boat when it comes to Valentine's Day in that sense. But in the past, I feel like I've had more fun at a Galentine's Day than going on doing whatever.
That's fair.
And I dated losers, right? So it's like I was always probably paying for it. And like it just didn't feel very sexy and cute. It was just, I don't know.
It's like he's kind of just forced. Yeah. It's kind of like, so I'll go into like the worst Valentine's Day we've ever, I don't know which one you had, but like for me, I always dated losers too. And this is college. And I was so in love with this guy. And it was our first Valentine's Day and we discussed what we were going to do. I can't remember what it was, but it was like something really exciting that I wanted to do, an activity. And he had just, I think, he had always kind of been like a big pothead. And back in college, it was way before it was legal. I was kind of a goody two shoes. And I was so anti-weed back then. I was like, okay, like I hated when he smoked weed. And I tried to be a really cool girlfriend once and got him like marijuana-shaped earrings because he had gauges in his ear.
Stop. Not marijuana gauges. You dated a guy who had gauges?
He was a drummer for like a rock band.
Oh my God.
He was actually, before he dated me, he dated Vanessa Hudgens. So I just wanted to put that out there. But anyway, maybe she and I should compare notes. But listen, so oh my God, I hope he never sees this. So I remember he and our other friend, they were going to hang out and just smoke some weed before our Valentine's Day date. I'm like, you know what? That's fine. Go have fun, smoke your weed, enjoy time with your boy, but you better pick me up at this time.
Right.
Didn't hear from him for the rest of the night. Calling him, texting him, calling his friends, texting them, no response. They just all got so high and just passed out, supposedly. And that was the worst Valentine's Day I ever had, and we broke up.
Oh my goodness. I'm sorry. I don't even know the worst because there's been so many bad ones. They kind of all mesh together. And I don't know if this is like a trauma, what's it called? Like a
trauma response?
Trauma response where I just kind of block certain things out. So I genuinely don't know. But if I'm trying, like the most recent like one in a past relationship, it probably was just we were having a great time and then all of a sudden we like get into a fight for some reason because like that's what we always did. Yeah. So I'm assuming we probably had like a great Valentine's Day and then we started talking about, I don't know, the gays, and I dated somebody who was homophobic, and so I just start fighting with that way and then it's like, okay, great, like happy Valentine's Day, like great convo, you know what I mean?
No
like,
dessert for you, buddy.
Yeah. But also like honestly, like kudos, like whatever. I got to talk about people that I love, which is the gay community, and fight for them on a day of love. So great. Love that. You know, not great for my relationship at the time, but great for the people who I do love.
Sacrifice our relationship for the gays any day.
Any day.
Any day. Okay, so what do you think the difference, and it's another thing that's, so I have this weird, like I said disdain. That's an easier word than hatred. Disdain for seeing couples on social media who have to post everything about like what they did for each other because it feels so performative. And I think I've experienced people being performative, like, hey babe, I'm gonna give you this, but let me take a video of you before you like, and then act like this, or like, I don't want, just like when I was engaged 10 years ago. And I did not want to ever be proposed to in public because to me that's performative. I don't need the hoo hurrahs, hip hip hoorays.
But would you want
from other people?
but would you like hoop hoop hooray,
hoo hurrahs,
hoop hoop hooray, hoop hooray
from other people?
But would you want your friends there? Like maybe afterwards?
Maybe afterwards, like, oh my God, because y'all knew about it. Now there's like a little engagement party after.
Because I feel the same way.
During the actual proposal or like during the actual, I'm like, I don't need other people around me during that because to me, it just feels performative.
Right.
That's just a personal preference. People are different.
Right.
But I think it's the same with Valentine's Days. I don't need you to post that you bought me 24 roses and you put it on your social media and you film. I don't know. And I'm just different maybe.
I think everybody's different. I think if you put it on your social media, be like, oh my gosh, thank you so much, babe.
Yeah,
like,
but if they posted what they did for me, I'm like, this is really performative.
That is a little
Why
weird.
are you trying to get like kudos from other people?
Yes.
Do you want other girls in your DMs? And I'm like, oh my God, I wish my man was like you. Is that what you want?
Right. Yes, exactly.
You know?
Yeah. I even for like gifts and stuff for like birthdays and whatnot, like it is hard for me sometimes to be like, oh, thank you for like doing, I don't know. Yeah, it is a little weird because I don't know. It depends. It depends.
And I'm not saying one way's better than the other.
Right.
That's just how I feel about it.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. I don't want to put like too much.
Yeah.
Even if you are an influencer or a reality star and like that's your job is to share your life. I think there are some things still that you got to keep private just a little bit. Like, you know what I mean? But do you secretly love Valentine's Day or
no,
you don't?
No, I don't. The candy even sucks. Like there's not even good candy. Like I got some like.
I will say.
This is doesn't even freaking open.
I will say, like growing up, I did really enjoy like in
getting
school,
and giving Valentine's Day.
I did enjoy like handing out the little, it was like a fun arts and crafts project.
Do kids still do that?
Yes.
Okay, because I
think so.
I was wondering, like for some reason, I thought maybe they stopped doing that because people got left out and it became like a bullying thing.
I think if you're going to do it for your class, you've got to do it for everybody. I never excluded people of who I was giving little cards to. I made sure if there was only 32 in a pack and I had 36 kids in my class,
buying 2 packs.
My mom would buy 2 packs. Yeah, we weren't excluding. She's like, well, you have to leave out 4. You know what I mean? Like
pick the 4 you hate the most.
So I think when I was younger, it was fun, but again, I think it's just a holiday for the economy to get people to buy stuff and do stuff and all the things. As I got older, I'm like, okay. But as a kid, it was fun. I do see my nieces get excited to do that. And I feel that. But like for me personally, I don't care. I'd rather get a car with a bow on it on a random Tuesday rather than for Valentine's Day.
What do you think about people who actually get engaged on like a day like Valentine's Day? Like, would you be mad if you got proposed to on Valentine's Day?
I think that depends because I think if that date is such a very special date for like you and your partner, specifically, then that's fine. Yeah. But if Valentine's Day is not a special date for us, it's just a date that the society has created for us to celebrate for some reason. No. Yeah. I don't want to get proposed to on Christmas, on my birthday, on Valentine's Day, on St. Patrick's Day. I don't really, I want our like thing to be, but if it is a special date for you guys for some reason, then yes, I think that's fine. I think that's cute and it's meaningful for you. You know what I mean? Agree. But like, have you made relationships that you've been in the past in the beginning more about like a Valentine's Day celebration than obviously as you like move into it, or has it always been for you just whatever? I mean, like when I've been in a relationship, I've gotten kind of excited about it. Mm-hmm. I'm like, I feel like yeah, let's go on a trip, let's go to a nice dinner. I do remember last year the guy I was dating, because we had talked about it so much. I'm like, if we're gonna do it, let's do it. Like, don't like, if we're gonna do it, let's like put our back into it. You can't half-ass and like, I've kept asking him like weeks in. Okay, have you booked a restaurant? Have you booked a restaurant? No. I'm like, we're in LA. Have you booked a restaurant? No. And he didn't book one until literally a few days before, and it was like the last reservation available. It really wasn't a good restaurant. And I was just like, I felt like for me, I don't care if we just did a picnic somewhere. It was a lack of effort, especially if I'm reminding you, because you said you want to do Valentine's Day dinner. Right. I told you a couple places I wanted to go to. By the time you booked it, everything was booked out. Right. And I think that's just more of like
just my.
I think it's the effort because
it's the lack of effort.
If you guys would have just stayed home too and
that
he decorate the place,
that was
not
fine.
even McDonald's. You know what I mean? Like we were talking about it with my mom the other day. We're like, we could set up a really nice table with the tablecloth and like candles and all these things. Nice plates. We'll get the good china out. You know what I mean? And it's like, you put McDonald's on there. I love that. I'm happy.
No, that's super cute.
It's just the thought that goes into it. If you're booking a table the day before Valentine's Day and you're only taking like the last reservation that's available, like why would I want to do that?
Exactly. Especially when I like reminded you.
Exactly.
I was like, because I'm like, I'll do it. I'll book it. I'll book it. No, I'll book it. And so that just makes me madder.
Yes.
But anyway.
Yes.
Anyway.
I feel that.
That's why it was last year. Okay. Do you think Valentine's Day, did you ask me this already?
What?
Matters at different stages? Yeah, it's kind of what you asked
Oh,
already.
yeah.
Do you feel that way?
I think it's a cute icebreaker in the beginning of a relationship, I guess, to see, like you said, how much somebody's willing to put effort into just an event, into a night. You know what I mean? Like you said, if it's a picnic at a park, that's great too. As long as you're getting all the things together, making it cute, the blanket and all this stuff, that's great.
It's not about how much. It's not about like the money you spend. I could care less about that. I am not like, even like my love language is gifts. And people always misinterpret that as like, oh, she just is like a gold digger or whatever. No, it's the thought behind, because I'm also like, I think very hard about gifts that I give to people. And that's what I want in return. I don't care if it's a little trinket that you found at the dollar store.
Exactly.
But like it made you think of me and it means something. Like that's the kind of like way I look at like any kind of effort that you put in.
Absolutely.
It's never about the price tag. I would hate more, I think, if a guy gave me like a $400 bracelet, because it's easier just to go and spend $400 on a random diamond bracelet than thinking about something that it actually means to me.
Right.
You know?
Right. It's like we always want that bracelet, but it's like, also, is the bracelet cute? Because like I don't care how much it is. Is it cute?
Is
like,
it cute?
do you know? Is it me? Is it my style? But so then, like, to bring us to the question of what is worse, having a Valentine or no Valentine or a bad Valentine, which Valentine. I think is a pretty no-brainer. Yeah, no, always. I would rather spend it with myself and my cats or my girlfriends if I did not have a Valentine.
Like someone that you actually wanted to spend it with.
Right, exactly.
Well, obviously you do have a Valentine this year, although you won't be together on the actual day. Ozzy, I'm so glad I got to know him more. Like obviously I've met him a couple of times, but this was like, like we saw all sides of each other this weekend.
Oh,
you know?
yeah. I think we saw all sides of everyone.
Everyone. Like literally even your mom, you know? And it was really cool. And I love seeing how y'all like, you know, I feel like you are definitely very compatible. Watching y'all together and work and like in romance, and like y'all are best friends. And so for those who maybe not know, I don't know how much you feel comfortable sharing just about the Vanessa and Ozzy origin story. I don't know how much
we met from a friend of ours, Triple XL. He's an amazing DJ. And we met in San Francisco at Temple, a club in San Francisco. I'm sure everyone in the Bay Area knows that. And we were friends for a good, oh my gosh, a little less than 10 years. No. A little less than like 7 years, maybe. I think we counted. I think we met in like 2012 or 13. And we had just like been friends, homies. You know, he ended up moving to Vegas. And so we kind of reconnected when a friend of mine was going out to Vegas for a bachelorette party. And so I hit up Ozzy, and he took care of us so incredibly well.
Aww.
When I didn't even, we were friends, but like I didn't know him like that. We were like party friends. I'd see him at the club and like he'd always take care of me and blah, blah, blah. But this was on a different level. It was my friend's bachelorette, and he just went above and beyond, and it was so sweet. And even after that, we were friends. All throughout the pandemic, we were friends. We would kind of hit each other up and kind of check on each other and, you know, all the things. And then we were both home for Christmas one year, and I just never saw him like that. And then I did out of nowhere. And he kissed me one time, and I was like, no, we can't do this. And then later on, I went up to him and was like, oh no, we're doing this. I'm kissing you now. And we did. And then the rest is history from there.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
So first impression versus reality.
First impression was my home. Like he's cool. Like I still have friends who you met this weekend from high school that I've never been intimate with. We've always been really good friends since high school. I've been out of high school for 18 something years, whatever. And so that's kind of how I saw him. So at first, like I was like, oh, he's cool. And I think that's why I never wanted to have a relationship with him because I didn't want to ruin that. But now looking back, it was just the universe building our relationship, our friendship.
Yeah,
before we became a couple.
Of course.
Yeah.
So would you say he liked you first? Obviously he liked you.
I think so. I think Ozzy played the long haul. Everyone says that. He's like, Ozzy played the long haul. Even if he didn't want to date me, he has just been like such a cool friend. And all of my friends have seen that. Like he would come to Christmas parties for years and just hang out with like people that I've known since I was 5 years old during Christmas time because we were both always home in the Bay Area during that time. So I definitely think, yes, he did, but he never pushed his liking on me.
He knows the long
game. He was just patient, which is something that I'm learning.
So what was his biggest green flag, do you think?
Ozzy's biggest green flag is just being in a room and not having to be the loudest person in the room. But when something he says goes for it, it's so funny and meaningful and everyone does pay attention to it. But he's not the person in the room that's wanting all the attention. He doesn't want that. And I think I've been around people who have wanted that in the past. And then you add alcohol to that, it's even more annoying. And he's just, like we've gone out together. I would spend the night on his couch as his friend and we would just have the best time. And I never saw him even as a friend be an annoying drunk. You know what I mean? Or like, not that he's a drunk, but like an annoying drunk person. You know what I mean? Like, for sure.
I love that.
For sure.
Well, do you think organically meeting like y'all did still matters? Or do you think everyone's kind of trauma bonding on the apps now? Because I know for me, I've been single for a little bit now and I got back on the apps and this is how I do it. I get on the apps for like 4 days. I'll talk to a few people, then I delete my account.
Right.
And I feel like, because I just hate like, but then also I feel like when I go out, as you witnessed this past weekend, someone tries to talk to me. I'm like when I'm like out with my friends, I'm there with them.
Exactly.
I'm not trying to go get like hook up or whatever. And then we always hang out in Boys Town here. None of them boys are obviously trying to get with me. Okay. So it's like, I'm like, at some point I got to figure out where the best place is to kind of like meet or, in an organic way that matters. I mean, probably like maybe I should christianmingle.com or something.
No, thank you, Mark. Mark said no in there.
Plenty of fishes.
Not fish. Plenty of fishes in the sea. Absolutely not.
Farmers.com.
Oh my gosh. I would delete your app before you could. Trust me. No, I'm not against apps. I know a lot of people who have actually met on apps, and especially people who are super busy and they don't go out a lot. I think it is beneficial and you can meet people there. I think I got lucky by meeting someone organically through a friend of ours, and Mike or Triple XL, whatever you want to call him. We're still friends. Like we're still friends with him, and every time we see him, he met my mom during our charity event. I was like, "Oh, Mom, this is Mike. This is Triple XL. He's our Cupid. Like he's the one that did this."
Oh, wow, that's cute.
So it's just I think for me too, I've always loved Triple XL, and I've always loved hanging out with him, and he's always been that type of person like Ozzy has been for me.
Yeah.
And so for me, if you find like friends, like guy friends or girlfriends, whoever you're trying, if you're trying to find a partner, I think if you meet people through other people that you really do feel that vibe with, that they're just a cool person, and that they're not going to introduce you to people who are not cool. I think that's also a different route. If you're not somebody who wants to go, because I've done the dating apps too, and they suck. Trust me, it's not fun. I don't really like it, and I didn't like it. But it's like I think, you know, if you find somebody who you vibe with and they're introducing you to somebody else or other friends, I think that's like a cool way to go. And I think that's something I don't think a lot of people think about.
Yeah.
If you like you, like I love like you. If you were hanging around with like certain people, if I was single, I'd be like, oh, like dope.
Yeah.
Like he's an extension of you. Cool.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
for
Like
sure.
that's I love that.
Yeah. I know. Y'all just have to set me up at some point.
Yeah, at some point. We need to, yeah, well, we will.
I tried to go after one of your friends, but he didn't like steak or wine.
And that is
two requirements.
Oh, and horror.
So yeah, steak, wine, and horror.
And horror. He didn't like.
I'm like, what do we talk about?
I cannot.
Okay, so
we're getting into the riskiest sip or spill that we've probably ever done.
We're going to talk about sex, baby.
Sex, baby.
So, let's talk about you and me.
Let's talk about.
We're doing so well with our karaoke.
I can hold the tune. I just don't know the words.
Since it's a holiday, I thought it'd be okay to bring out the hard stuff. Do you want a tequila shot before we move into this?
Yes, absolutely.
I feel like because these are kind of nervous to talk. I don't talk about these things. I'm very proper and demure. If you can't tell. If you can't tell. Ow!
Oh no!
I got a cramp.
We walked a lot of stairs and miles the past 4 days, so bear with us, okay?
Put it in this Yeti cup.
Yes.
So.
And you know, Yeti is not our sponsor, but maybe they could be.
I'm gonna blank that out.
It's okay. You're not even with your mic, so they probably can't hear you.
Okay, we'll start with this. That's not me passing gas. That's this. Okay. Just to get ready for the nerves.
Okay. Okay. Do you want a lolly for like a chaser?
I love how I took it out of the tequila bottle to not promote tequila, and I just chose another brand instead.
Yeah, it's okay. You know what, Yeti? You know what else goes really good in a Yeti cup?
What?
Tea.
And
you know what goes really good in tea? Milk and honey.
We should reach out to them after this.
That was a good one. That might have to be our closer.
That was good. Okay. Let's copy and paste it in. Okay.
Okay.
Actually, it's a good little chaser using a sucker.
I'll take it.
Okay, here we go. Have you ever thought, wait, am I in the right one?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Have you ever thought, if the sex wasn't this good, I'd already be gone and stayed anyway?
No. Luckily, I have not had that. Luckily.
Yeah.
It's that the person's not good.
Yeah.
Like, I should have gone.
Yeah.
Like, you know?
Yeah.
Like, they suck altogether.
Yeah.
Not in that way. But they're not bad. They're bad people. And I should have gone a long time ago.
But you stick around just because of sex?
Nope.
Okay.
Never.
I have stuck around. I have stuck around for the sex before.
No. That like, ugh. Because if you're giving me weird energy
then you're
like
not
that,
sexually attracted
then I'm not
anymore.
sexually attracted to you anyway. So so I guess you're right. I have stuck around, not necessarily for the sex, but like because I think I fell in love with potential a lot.
Yeah.
So I'm like, oh, maybe like, but it's not.
Yeah,
Don't stick around for potential
or good sex, I guess,
or good sex because that's.
I mean, I don't know. Okay.
We're doing great already. This is just question number 1.
Okay.
Oh, damn. Okay. Have you ever used sex more as a confidence boost than for actual pleasure?
I think I have. Because I think there was a time where like I was with somebody who made me feel really bad about myself and even bad about my body. And like this man I was with for a while, like he never wanted to have sex with me, and it always made me feel really insecure about myself. So then I finally got back out there. I was like, this is more just for me to get my mojo back. Like that, you know, there are people out there that still want me in this way, even though the one I was in love with didn't.
I feel that. I think when I like became single a few years ago, that was, you know, everyone always says, just get back out there. Just like do it. Just have sex with whoever you want to have sex with. And then that gets old too. Cause it's like the amount of people, not that I had sex with a lot of people, guys, but like I was like out on the streets, you know, like just like playing the water, seeing different people's different vibes, like all the things. And most of the time I'd be like, okay, like never again, delete my number, pretend that we never met because I am way better than you, and like this is not gonna work. It's
and
just
like getting the ick is a real thing.
Oh yeah.
And like we all, as women especially, we really get the ick really quickly with men. And I get it. I mean, I get it really fast. Like I'll have a quick conversation with somebody at the bar or whatever at a restaurant, and they can say or do like one thing. And typically, I'm not like a dick. It's like it's nothing like I love my mom. It's more like mommy, my mommy.
No, I will say there was one time where I was hanging out with this person. They were like not really like I wasn't really attracted to them, but again, I was in my space where I'm like, I just need to get out there and like try different people and like see what people are about and blah, blah, blah. And the second we were going to go back to my place, he asked me to call the Uber, which is strike one. And then I should have right then there said, you know what, actually,
oh yeah,
I'm really tired. I got to go to bed. I should have. But again, I was like trying to be this girl who's like, come on, you just got to like feel the waters, you know? And then we get to my house and then this person has the audacity to ask me if I have a condom. And I looked at him and I said, do I have a penis? And then he looked at me kind of like weird. And I'm like, no, I'm being serious. Like, do I have a penis? Why in the world would I have a condom in my house? I don't have a penis.
Exactly.
And that was like, that was probably the last moment.
Facts.
Yeah. Hello?
But it's 2026. It should have been like, oh, if you do, I don't have a problem with that. Go trans rights.
Yeah, like facts. I mean, like, if you don't need it, then that's fine. But like, I don't. Yeah.
Have you ever confused insane sexual tension for real emotional connection? Yeah. I mean, like, I think there was someone I was dating where I don't actually know.
Yeah, that's a really hard question because I've been in relationships where the person is only nice to me and like kind of loving when they want to have sex.
Yeah.
And it got to the point where I had to tell them, hey, stop being nice to me just when you want to have sex. You don't think that I know that you're doing this just because of that? Like,
we're not
my
stupid.
vagina is not going to like be happy and flutter for you just because like you're being nice to me now when you've been a dick to me for the whole day. And
like
all
she's
of
not
a sudden,
stupid.
Yeah.
She's not stupid.
Yeah.
She knows what's up. You can't manipulate her.
No. Okay? Like she's not.
Maybe 15 years ago she could have been manipulated.
Maybe.
But not now.
Not now. Not in our 30s. Sorry. Like
she's grown.
And we're smarter than that. Like I'm just like, no. So I don't know. Like maybe that like they have, but I haven't.
Yeah, no, for sure. All right, I'm gonna skip through some of these because
is feeling wanted more intoxicating than being genuinely chosen? That's a good question.
Sometimes, I guess. I mean, sometimes I need to get back into therapy because there's still a lot of, childhood trauma of like not feeling wanted or feeling thrown away to where sometimes I will like let other things pass because in that moment I just feel like wanted and like chosen just for, as you said, just because they want to get in my pants, not because they actually want me.
Right.
So yeah.
I feel that. No, I mean, I agree with that wholeheartedly.
This is a good one. Have you ever finished hooking up and immediately thought, oh no, I don't actually like you? Yes.
Yes.
Oh my God.
I'm pretty sure everyone can attest to this question.
I think, well, anytime that I've had a one night stand, it's because it was like, I don't want you anymore.
I mean, there was one time this guy was like, hey, should we get in bed and watch Friends? And I'm like, no, you're going home.
You're going home.
This is not a sleepover. Like you have to go. This is not like literally asked me if we should get into in my place, in my bed. And I'm like, no, actually, no, your Uber is already here. I called it 5 minutes ago.
I had a guy, and like, if he's watching this, we're really good friends now. Like, we're really good friends now. So we're watching it. I'm sorry, but this is just one of the funniest stories. But like, we hooked up, and he spent the night, which is fine. It was really late, whatever. The next morning, I'm laying there, and I can't stand anybody in my space or my bed or whatever, especially the day I feel like drinking. Because obviously, all your inhibitions come back, And I'm like, okay, he's got to be leaving soon. Like it's up, we're talking. And then he wanted to talk about politics. So I'm like, okay, this is weird, but okay, let's talk about politics. But I'm like, the only way I can handle this now, okay, I'll make some Bloody Marys. And like before, I'm like, and he goes, should I order some Chinese food? I'm like, no. He orders Chinese food. It gets there. I get Tupperware. I pack it up and I give it to him. And I was like, you gotta go. You gotta go. You gotta go. But like, then we became like really close. Like again, we're still close.
No,
I'm not sure I can clip this and post it. He'll know exactly. He'll know it's about him. Actually, I'll send it to him to post.
It's okay. Yeah, you're not saying his name. It's fine.
He's amazing. He's an amazing guy. Oh my God. Okay, wait.
Have you ever used sex to avoid having a conversation you absolutely should have had?
Yes. Like more, yes, or just conversations, period.
I don't think I've ever done that.
Just conversations.
Yeah.
I don't want to talk about
because
anything.
I am a huge person I'm a huge person. I'm a huge.
You like to have conversations.
I like having conversations. So I don't think I would ever try and like, I would rather have the conversation than have sex.
Okay. So I'm completely opposite. I like to get out of any conversations by any means necessary. Is the best sex with someone you're in love with or someone who could emotionally disappear tomorrow? I mean, I think the best sex, maybe I'm being contradictory. I think it's with someone you're in love with. Like, I think overall, because then I feel more comfortable with my body and like, you know, like we can do whatever we want and it's more fun and enjoyable because you trust them.
Yeah. Like I'm ready to do, you know, like tricks, turns, twists.
Yes.
Leaps,
We got all the
jumps,
games, all the outfits, all the role play.
I'm ready to do it all with someone that I love. But if I don't really know, I'm like, it just feels like a transaction.
Agreed. Even here's one thing,
sometimes.
like this is TMI, but whatever. This is spicy. I wouldn't let guys go down on me forever because to me that felt way more intimate. And I would only let guys who I was like in a serious relationship with go down on me.
Well, I remember like even in like, you know, coming out of high school, early 20s and stuff, I would think going down on each other, like a guy or a girl, whatever, like performing oral sex was way worse to me than just having sex.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like I still do feel that way because like me going down there, it's like, hello, you know, like there's pee-pee coming out of there. Like that's like very intimate. Okay. Like you gotta be clean, honey. And if I don't know you that well, I don't know what you're doing like after you do all that, you know? So to me, I've always felt like sex was not less than, but it's like I've always felt
it's
like
way more intimate.
It's a lot more intimate. Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely.
What do you think about guys that don't go down on their girlfriends? Because a lot of men don't. I dated a guy who never wanted to, and then my last was like, oh, he just wanted to camp down there.
Rocks. Kick rocks. If a guy doesn't want to go down on his girlfriend, kick rocks. Like like no, that is like a non-negotiable.
Yeah.
Absolutely not.
Yeah. I realize. I have straight guy friends who are like, no, I don't want to do that. I'm like, maybe you should check if you want to go down on a man. Like maybe
because like why not a woman? Maybe it's a man.
Let's talk about this. Okay, we had some listener questions. We don't have that much time left. Let's just do two of these maybe because there's one that's really funny. I think I sent them to you too.
Yes, you did.
We do appreciate those who sent their questions.
Yes, thank you. There were some really funny
but one of my favorite ones is this one. So you could choose whichever one you think is funniest.
Okay.
So he just wanted to tell a story. Actually, it's just a story time.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to say their names just in case. I don't want their people.
Yeah.
All right. So he goes, I was dating back in my late 20s. Now I'm single. And since 2016, I was trying to make homemade lasagna where I got the recipe from a cooking show, but my family warned me just to do Stouffer's lasagna instead. So I had no other choice but to buy it and pretend that I actually cooked it. I felt ashamed, but I didn't want to disappoint my then girlfriend that time, except she loves it and the rest is history. And now he only has to make her Stouffer's lasagna. I think that should be a Stouffer's commercial. I think they should find this couple and be like,
that is so cute. I love really that story.
Cute. And good for you. See, you know what? You wanted to make the effort and that's all that counts. So I think A+ for you for even wanting to make homemade lasagna.
Yes.
You know?
I feel that. That's so sweet.
So I think good job.
Okay, I'm going to do this one. If you catch feelings for someone, should you tell them and find out or wait and see how your friendship goes first? And I chose this because obviously like we've done that. I've lived this. I always say foundation is key in anything. Foundation and building and planting a plant, everything foundation is so important. So I would say if you think that this person could be somebody, I would create that friendship first and see if that friendship even feels right. Because at the end of the day, what do they call it? The honeymoon stage is always going to fade essentially. Just starting to date somebody. So if you are actually friends, even if that like honeymoon fades, you're still going to love them and have fun with them and vibe with them and do all the things. So I say be a friend first, and you'll figure out. You'll start to know when it's like, okay, maybe we're not friends anymore. Maybe maybe not
with
just
your private
friends.
Parts start dancing when you're around each other. And then you kind of know.
Yes, because
maybe we're
those private parts they have like a party down there. They're not lying to you. So when you feel it, like go for it. But create that friendship first.
And wear a condom. Mm-hmm. Okay, so I see one more.
And have the condoms if you have a penis.
Have the condom. Wait, this is just funny. A list of what do you do in 2026 when you're old and looking? When you're old and looking,
I don't think that matters. I don't think age matters. Everyone's getting older.
Just don't catfish on social media.
Exactly.
I'd say that. No catfish.
If you're gonna face up your photos, make sure it's like a 1 or 2.
At least looks. Just make sure it kind of looks like you.
Don't be doing like a face app number 5, and then people see you and like, whoa, you don't look anything like your photos. Like make sure you're not face apping too much and you look like yourself. And also, it doesn't matter your age. It matters what is in here. So like if you're a cool person, if you're a good person, if you're like interesting and fun and you want to get to know people, then that's what somebody is going to look for. It doesn't matter your age.
Yes, but the list of things is shower, brush your hair, brush your teeth, wear deodorant, and
smell good.
And maybe
just smell good.
And make sure the clothes you're wearing have been freshly laundered.
And like steamed or like ironed.
Just like, look acceptable.
Yeah.
Because that's it.
I think those are like very simple.
Oh, all right. Well, that was our Valentine's Day episode. That got kind of spicy, didn't it?
Did.
I'm like, I don't know how much of this I want my mom to be listening to.
I mean, my mom already knows all this. Sorry, Mom. But
I know. Oh my
poor mom. But Valentine's Day isn't about perfection. It's about effort and honesty.
And self-respect and not settling, knowing when to block someone.
Whether you're in love, single, or maybe confused, which is okay.
Or emotionally unavailable, but still super hot.
Mm-hmm.
But happy Valentine's Day.
Happy Valentine's Day.
Eat chocolate.
And don't text him.
Don't text him back.
Just don't
unless
text
he deserves
him
it.
back.
Or her,
you know
back.
What I mean? Yeah, but if they do give you a really great gift, even if you don't want it, like that's on them. Keep the gift. It's fine. I got a Dyson, like what was it called? The Dyson air? No, like air purifier.
Oh, nice.
One time, and it was like the weirdest thing ever. But like obviously, I kept it, and I was breathing great that year. I was breathing great. But also remember, you guys, look. Like we said earlier, we took our shots from our Yeti can, which also provides great heat insulation for tea. And what goes into the perfect tasting cup of tea is Milk and Honeys, and that is your girls, myself, Vanessa Curry, and Kayla Becker.
That's right.
Happy Valentine's Day.
Happy Valentine's Day.
We love ya.
Bye.